Today, I will show you 20 reportedly hidden Windows features. Many websites claim they change the way you use your computer. Of course, they exaggerate for more publicity. One such example is the so-called secret Start menu, which is accessed by right-clicking on the Start button, and you get options such as the Task Manager, the Windows Settings, or the Windows Terminal, including the Windows Terminal as an administrator. And this is handy. You can also use the Windows key and X to open it. Next is a handy feature that needs an on-screen keyboard. To demonstrate, you can use the Windows key and numbers to open pinned taskbar items such as, in my case, Microsoft Edge, File Explorer, the Microsoft Store, or my email client. Windows key 1 opens Microsoft Edge. Windows key 2 opens File Explorer. This is in my case. You can go all the way to Windows key 0, which opens the 10th pinned item. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate the next feature because there is a problem with Microsoft servers or with my computer. So this allows you to dictate to any open text box where you can write with your keyboard just by using the keyboard shortcut Windows key plus H, and then as you can see, this pops up, and when you click on the microphone you can speak and Windows will process what you have said and insert it into the text box where you want to write. The next feature allows you to add folders to your Start menu. As you can see here, I have added my documents, downloads, and my user profile folder next to the power button. This is possible if you open the Settings app, head to Personalization, head to Start, and in Folders you can add or remove folders from your Start menu. The fifth feature allows users to insert emojis into supported programs. The keyboard shortcut is Windows key plus full stop. As you can see, here you can insert emojis and also GIFs powered by Tenor, as you can see. Using the next feature, you can see your desktop if you have a lot of window clutter. So click on the lower right corner and you can see your desktop. Before, you could peek to your desktop by hovering here. Now the only way to do that is with the Windows key and comma. As you can see, following the topic is a feature that allows you to clear all active windows but the one you are currently using. So I have opened Notepad here, and this is File Explorer. If I shake the File Explorer title bar, I can minimize all open windows, in this case Notepad, and leave File Explorer as the only active one. The next feature invokes the emoji panel in a different tab with a different function. Pressing Windows key and V opens the emoji panel, as you can see, the emoji panel, at the Clipboard History tab, where you can see everything you have copied recently. I want to say that the next feature is completely useless since Windows 10, so this is called God Mode, or its formal name, which is accepted by Microsoft, All Tasks. So copying this thing into the run box, and this is a view of the control panel with all possible options in all possible categories. For example, in autoplay you can change the default settings for media or devices. Also, you can play CDs or other media automatically, and start and stop using autoplay for all media and devices, which these three options go to different parts of the control panel item. It is useless because various personalization, notification area icons, stuff like that are removed from the control panel in a Windows 10 or Windows 11 update, they don't show up here. And most of these also open the same control panel applet, so there is no difference opening this or opening the control panel in icons view. Let the discussed features be useful again. The topic is Task Manager. Whenever you open a program and want to track its resource usage, Task Manager remains in the background, and as you can see, you have to make the program inactive in order to track the usage. However, in options, you can select Task Manager to be always on top, which means that no matter which program is active, you can always track its usage here in Task Manager. Okay, we're halfway done. Next comes the slide to shut down feature, which can shut down your computer the way Windows phone devices were shut down, by sliding this wallpaper thing to then shut down your computer. I think this feature is sort of useless because you can always use your power button to shut down your computer without causing damage to Windows. You just press on the power button, you don't hold it, plus holding shuts off your computer completely. 9 to go. Next is something that probably might be useful for some people, but not for me. So this is a transparent CMD window. How it's done: click on the icon and choose Properties, then click on Colors, and from here you can adjust this slider to make the CMD window more or less transparent. Next is something that I don't use because I rarely make screenshots, but some of you may be interested in the Snipping Tool application, which allows you to screen snip and edit. As you can see, if you press the Windows logo key, Shift and S, a new snip, for example, will now be in your clipboard, as you can see here. I'm starting to imagine how this will be a nightmare to edit and compile for you, but let's continue. This one is sort of important because it's a security hole by default, so when you open File Explorer, click on See More, then click on Options, and from here, in the View tab, you should uncheck this Hide Extensions for Known File Types. You uncheck it and then select Apply so that viruses can't use fake extensions to infect your computer. Something more about this File Explorer or Folder Options dialog. Another useful feature that protects you is to click here and show hidden files, folders and drives, first to protect yourself from malware, and second to ensure that no one can hide anything from you and from your computer if you share a computer with someone else. Now this one will make your computer just a little bit faster. It's in the control panel. You have to open Power Options, and from here you select the High Performance Power Plan, which on laptops eats up your battery more, but adds to the performance. If it's not shown here when Balanced is selected, click on Create a Power Plan, then click on High Performance and name it High Performance. It is also worth checking more settings in this Power Options dialog. For example, choose what the power buttons do, and here you can adjust if you want to turn on fast startup, for example, or here if you want to choose what the lid, closing the lid of your laptop does. I have a video on the subject, so you might want to check out my channel. Okay, 4 to go. This one is about airplane mode. I want to note, if you are a stewardess or a steward, you should call it airplane, not flight mode, as many stewardesses like to call it. So, if you click here and then you can select airplane mode. If you can't, you can click on the pencil and then click on Add to add the airplane mode tile to this action center. You can also use the Fn key and, in my case, F12 to turn on airplane mode. My other laptop has a dedicated button which you might also have. Now this one I won't demonstrate it, I will just show you where the setting is. It is in Setting System Multitasking. So if you use Alt-Tab, the Alt-Tab dialog can show Microsoft Edge tabs. In here you can use the drop-down menu to set if you want Alt-Tab to open Windows only, 3 most recent tabs in Edge, 5 most recent tabs in Edge, or Windows and Alt-Tab. This next setting was added to Windows 10 at some point, so in Settings, System, Storage, you can see something like an overview of your disk usage depending on the files you have on it. This is something like on Android. You click on Show More Categories to view information about your system drive. This thing, except being restyled, hasn't been touched much since Windows 10. As you can see here, System and Reserved, for example, in my drive take 38 gigabytes, including system files that help run Windows properly, 17.6 gigs, reserved storage, virtual memory, also hibernation file and system restore. And there are other categories. Pressing them, you can manage various folders or complete other actions. If you want to view the contents of a different drive, click on Advanced Storage Settings and then Storage Used on Other Drives. In my case, I only have a local disk C because I haven't partitioned my drive to show a D. So in my case, this goes back to the Show More Categories. It is the same. Last one and we are done. The Windows operating system has a volume mixer which allows you to adjust the sound volume for individual applications. In Settings System, Sound Volume Mixer, you can adjust the volume of different apps, such as, for example, Bandicam, or for whatever reason Windows Feature Experience Pack is showing. Here you can also adjust the input and output device, or you could also opt for the classic mixer, which is SND Vol. As you can see, here you can adjust the volume of different applications as if you were on Windows 7 or, for example, Windows 8. 22 video files and 20 phone recordings later, and I'm finally done. This will be a nightmare to edit and compile, so I really hope you enjoy the compiled video, and please subscribe. I will see you in the next one.